Imagine when the whole world is running after electric cars. Honda's CEO made such a statement that created a stir in the entire EV industry. Yes, Honda claims that they have developed such a new engine that will shake the EV industry to its roots. Now, the question is, what is so special about this new engine? Will this engine really become a headache for big companies like Tesla? And the biggest question, will this engine change the world's thinking? In this video, we will tell you all the secrets that were kept hidden till now. So stay tuned till the end of the video because when you know its truth, you will be surprised. After all, what kind of technology is installed in this engine which is being discussed in the entire global market today? Why will this new engine of Honda shake the EV market to its roots? And yes, before moving ahead in the video, subscribe to the channel so that you can be the first to see such videos. Before knowing about that new engine of Honda, let us know a little about Honda. What we know today as a big and successful automobile company started from a very small level. Honda was founded by a hard-working and stubborn man named Soichiro Honda. Soichiro's childhood was spent in poverty, and he was not very good in studies, but his passion for machines was different since childhood. He often used to repair bicycles in his village and kept searching for new ways. In 1937, he opened his small workshop where he started making piston rings. These piston rings were sold to Japan's big car company Toyota. But this journey was not easy. His first design was rejected by Toyota. He faced failure many times. He had to work hard for many years, and finally he made piston rings according to Toyota's standards. But then the war started in Japan. His factory was bombed, and it was destroyed. Most people would have given up here, but Soichiro did not give up. He rebuilt his factory, and this time, he dreamed of making motorcycle engines. People were traveling on bicycles on the roads of Japan due to the shortage of petrol. He installed small engines in the bicycles. These small motorcycle vehicles became very famous. This is where the real Honda company started. In 1948, he formed Honda Motor Company. Gradually, Honda created a stir in the motorcycle industry. Their bikes were light, cheap, and reliable. By 1959, they became the world's largest motorcycle manufacturing company. But Honda did not stop here. They also entered the world of cars. Initially, people were skeptical that how would a motorcycle manufacturing company run a car? But they started making small, cheap, and fuel-saving cars. In the 1970s, Honda's Civic car was launched, which created a stir in America. When the cars of other companies used to consume more petrol, Honda's cars used to save fuel. Because of this, Honda became known as a smart and reliable brand. Then came the Accord, which won the hearts of Americans. Today, Honda not only makes motorcycles and cars, but is also working on robotics, jet aircraft, and many types of advanced technology. Honda has always believed in one thing: innovation, i.e., doing something new and better. Perhaps because of this thinking, today it is in the headlines again with its new engine which is claiming to shake up the entire EV industry. Shocking statement to the world. Honda CEO's claim. In a press conference, Honda's CEO made such a statement that created a stir in the whole world. He confidently said that we have made such an engine that will shake the entire EV industry. Everyone was surprised to hear this. The companies that had spent millions of dollars on EV had their faces fall. After this statement, people started talking about this only on social media. Why is Honda making such a big claim? Till now, everyone had believed that the future belongs only to EV. But this statement of Honda seems to change the whole picture. People want to know what Honda has made that can beat even giants like Tesla and BYD. Actually, when a company says something like shaking the EV industry, then it is not a small thing, because right now the whole world is crazy about EV, i.e., electric vehicles. And if a responsible and big company like Honda makes such a claim, then it is obvious that they have created something that can really change the game. This is the reason why after this statement, not only the customers, but the entire auto industry and the market were in a state of panic. In the last 10 to 15 years, the trend towards EV has increased very rapidly in the whole world. The biggest reason for this was the rising prices of petrol and diesel and increasing pollution. Petrol-diesel vehicles emit more carbon, which damages the environment. In such a situation, EV was considered the option of the future. Tesla was the first to recognize this opportunity and innovated so much in EV that everyone's eyes were fixed on it. Tesla's vehicles assured people that EVs can also be stylish, fast, and reliable. Elon Musk's marketing and technology created a craze for EV in the hearts of people. On the other hand, BYD launched EVs with cheap and large battery packs in China and other countries. After this, other companies of Japan, Europe, and America also jumped into the EV race. Governments also started giving subsidies to promote EV. People started thinking that if petrol runs out in the future, then EV is the right choice. That is why companies like Ford, Hyundai, Kia also launched new models of EV. For car companies, EV not only became a trend, but also a compulsion. But there were many problems behind the shine of EV. Problems like high cost of battery, hassle of charging, long charging time, and limited range were still bothering people. Even the battery used to make EV itself harms the environment. But till now, no company has been able to provide an alternative which is cheaper, durable, and eco-friendly than EV. Meanwhile, Honda's statement that they have made an engine that will shake the EV industry is raising both hopes and questions of the people. People now want to know whether Honda has really found what the whole world was waiting for. What is this engine? Its technology and wonder. The more people are hearing about Honda's new engine, the more their curiosity to know about it is increasing. The question is, what kind of engine has Honda developed that is going to shake the EV industry around the world? First of all, know that this engine of Honda is not only a petrol or only an electric engine. This is a very advanced hybrid engine. Hybrid means an engine in which both petrol and battery are used. But Honda has made a lot of improvements in it compared to the traditional hybrid. In the old hybrid, the battery used to work only for a short time, and there was more reliance on petrol. But this new engine of Honda is a game changer in this case. Honda has named it E-Ultra Hybrid. This engine is actually an intelligent system in which both the petrol engine and the electric motor run in such great coordination that you will never feel what is running the car. When the speed is low on the city roads, it runs completely on battery. That means no petrol is spent, no noise, and zero pollution. On the other hand, as soon as you need more power on the highway, the petrol engine starts and gives full power along with the electric motor. Now you must be wondering how the battery will be charged in this. So Honda has given a great feature in it which is called regenerative braking. This means that whenever the car brakes or slows down, the battery gets charged automatically. You do not need to find a charging station. That means the biggest problem of EV charging infrastructure ends in it. Honda engineers claim that the mileage of this engine is more than both EV and petrol. Petrol is saved. The range becomes very long due to the battery. That means once the fuel tank is filled and the battery is charged, you can travel a long distance, that too without any worry. In terms of performance also, this engine competes with EV due to the electric motor. Its pickup is very fast. In the city, it picks up speed as smoothly and quickly as any EV. And combined with the petrol engine, it gives tremendous power on the highway. The biggest question was whether this engine is eco-friendly. The answer is yes. Honda has specially designed it for low carbon emissions. It does use petrol, but in such a small quantity and in such an efficient manner that its emission norms remain equal to EV. That is, despite being a petrol engine, it is not harmful to the environment. This engine is also good for customers because the cost of battery replacement is very low. The battery in an EV is very expensive and has to be replaced every few years. But in this system of Honda, the battery lasts longer and its use is balanced. This engine not only gives people the benefits of an EV like more range, less pollution, fast pickup, but also saves them from the problems of an EV. No hassle of finding a charging station, no fear of battery draining quickly, and no need for petrol for long-distance travel. Honda has shown that technology is not limited to EVs only. If the right mindset and hard work is applied, a combination of petrol and battery can also be made that can compete with EVs and prove to be a better option for people. Why is the battery technology fitted with this engine so advanced? The battery technology provided with Honda's new engine is as amazing as the engine itself. People think that a battery is just a battery. Charge it, use it, and it's over. But in reality, the battery fitted with this engine is way ahead of the batteries fitted in other vehicles. Its specialty is that it has solved the biggest problems of both EV and petrol. First of all, this battery has been designed in such a way that it lasts longer. The biggest complaint of EV was that the battery becomes weak after a few years and has to be replaced, which costs a lot of money. But this battery of Honda has been made from such cells and chemicals that can withstand more charging cycles and do not get damaged quickly, meaning the hassle of replacing it again and again is over. The second biggest feature is its charging. People often get upset with EV that charging takes hours. But this Honda battery has a special fast charging technology. That is, when the car brakes or slows down, the battery keeps charging itself. This is called regenerative braking. You do not need to find a separate charging station. The third thing is that this battery is very light. The battery of an EV is heavy, which increases the weight of the car and reduces the range. But Honda has used light material and smart design in its battery. This keeps the car light and also increases the mileage. Another amazing thing is its power delivery. This battery supplies electricity in such a way that the pickup of the car remains as fast as an EV. That is, as soon as you press the accelerator, the car accelerates immediately. Honda has also paid attention to the cooling system of this battery. The battery of an EV gets very hot and sometimes causes problems due to overheating. But a special cooling system has been installed with this battery which always keeps the battery at the right temperature. This makes the battery safer and works well for a long time. Most importantly, this battery is also better for the environment. The metals used to make EV batteries harm the environment. But Honda has used more eco-friendly material in it. This battery of Honda has been made keeping in mind all the complaints of the people. It charges quickly, lasts longer, costs less, keeps the vehicle light, and is also powerful. This is the reason why people are saying after seeing it that Honda has really made full preparations to compete with EV. And when such a powerful battery is combined with this advanced engine, then needless to say that this combination can change the game of the market in the coming times. Honda has proved that battery is not just a name for charging and discharging, but it is a part of technology that can change the experience of the entire vehicle. Its impact on the global market. After the launch of this new engine of Honda and its excellent battery technology, now everyone's eyes are fixed on what will be its impact on the market of the whole world. Today, EV electric vehicles were being considered the trend of the future. Companies like Tesla, BYD were earning crores on the basis of EV, and almost every country had also made policies to promote EV. But this new claim of Honda has started changing the picture. First of all, it is important to understand that the biggest problem of EV is the charging infrastructure. Charging stations have been installed to a large extent in countries like America and Europe. But in big markets like Asia, Africa, and Latin America, charging EV is still a headache for the people. Their people still prefer petrol-diesel vehicles. In such a situation, this hybrid engine of Honda is no less than a boon for these markets, because there is no hassle of finding a charging station, and it also consumes less petrol. Secondly, EV is still out of the budget of the common man. Tesla and BYD vehicles are still expensive. On the other hand, Honda claims that their engine can be installed in such cheap vehicles that are within the reach of more and more people. That is, middle-class people of countries like India, China, Indonesia, Brazil can also buy it now. This can give Honda a tremendous lead in these big and emerging markets. It will also have an impact in America and Europe. Even though EV is becoming popular there is still a large population that is troubled by the limited range and charging time of EV. Such people can now look towards this technology of Honda. And if Honda launches this technology there at the right price, then it can pose a challenge for Tesla and other EV companies. The impact has also started showing on the stock market of EV manufacturing companies. As soon as this statement of Honda came, the shares of many EV companies fell because investors started feeling that now another big option has come in the market compared to EV. This means that in the coming times, investors will not bet only on EV. Government policies will also be affected. Till now, governments used to give subsidy only to EVs and discourage petrol vehicles. But now that Honda has shown such an eco-friendly and low-emission engine, governments can also consider promoting it as well. With this new engine of Honda, a new race has started in the global market. Now EV companies will also have to make their technology cheaper, and petrol companies will also have to make their vehicles more eco-friendly. Honda has proved that EV is not the only future, but old systems can also be improved on the basis of technology. Now it remains to be seen how other companies face this challenge and in which direction customers show more inclination. But it is certain that this move of Honda has created a stir in the auto industry of the whole world. And there will be a lot of discussion on this for the coming few years. Honda has made its move. Now, only time will tell who wins the game. Tension of companies like Tesla and BYD. If anyone has been most restless after the announcement of this new engine by Honda, then it is the big EV companies like Tesla and BYD. Till now, these companies were comfortably assuming that the future belongs entirely to EV, and everyone else will be left behind. But as soon as Honda introduced this new technology, from Elon Musk to BYD, lines of worry started appearing on everyone's forehead. First of all, let's talk about Tesla. Tesla is the biggest and most famous company in the EV market today. Elon Musk made EV a trend on the basis of his brand and his technology. The style, range, and technology of Tesla's vehicles were considered to be at the forefront in the world. But Tesla's biggest weakness was that its vehicles were out of the reach of the common man. The high price and the hassle of charging kept Tesla's hold weak in many countries. Now, when Honda introduced such a hybrid engine, which is as eco-friendly as EV and also cheaper, the alarm bells rang for Tesla. Elon Musk is afraid that if this engine comes into the market and people get more mileage, more range, and at a lower price, then people may choose it instead of EV. Because the biggest problem of EV, the cost of charging station and battery replacement, is not there in Honda's engine. This is the reason why Tesla is now forced to rethink its plan. According to the news, Tesla is now going to focus more on making affordable EV. Elon Musk is already working on an affordable EV called Model 2, and now he is planning to launch it soon. Also, Tesla is now researching batteries that charge quickly and are cheaper so that it can compete with Honda. Now, let's talk about BYD. BYD is China's largest EV company and has a good dominance in EV batteries. BYD made its name worldwide by making cheap EVs and batteries with longer range. But Honda's technology is also a threat for BYD. The reason is clear. If people start buying hybrid vehicles instead of EV, then the market for BYD's EV may decrease. BYD is also changing its strategy. Now, according to BYD insiders, it is also focusing on increasing the range of plug-in hybrid cars and making them more economical. BYD already sells some hybrid models, but now it is planning to invest more money in this segment so that Honda's lead can be reduced. One more thing. Honda's move has forced the entire EV sector to think whether they have forgotten the petrol engine too soon in the name of EV. Now, other companies can also invest money in R&D and start working on such hybrid engines which are cheaper and more reliable than EV. This announcement of Honda has taken away the sleep of the kings of the EV market, Tesla and BYD. Both the companies are now preparing to innovate more rapidly and make their vehicles cheaper and better. But it is clear that in the coming times, the competition in the world of vehicles is going to be even more fierce, and this competition will be good for the customers because now they will get more options and better technology. Honda has made its move. Now, it remains to be seen what new things Tesla and BYD bring out of this tension. Honda's big plan. What's next? As soon as Honda's new engine and battery technology created a stir among the people, everyone's eyes are now fixed on when the company will launch it in the market and in which vehicles it will be installed. People are eagerly waiting to know what will be Honda's next step. So let us tell you in simple language, what is Honda's big plan? According to the information that has come out from Honda, the company has worked on this engine for the last several years, and now it is completely ready. Honda's CEO himself said that all the necessary phases of testing have been completed, and this engine is now ready for production. The company intends to first launch this engine in selected countries by the end of the year. It will start with big markets like America and Japan, where customers adopt new technology quickly. Now the question arises whether this engine will be available in every vehicle or only in premium vehicles. So Honda says that initially this engine will be given only in some mid to high segment vehicles of the company. This technology will be introduced first in models like Honda Accord, Honda CR-V. The reason for this is that its cost is a little higher in the beginning, and the company wants to first target those customers who are willing to pay a little more for the new technology. But Honda's plan is not limited to this only. The company has clearly said that in the next 2 to 3 years, it will make this engine more affordable, so that it can also be installed in small and budget-friendly vehicles. According to Honda, as its production increases and scale increases, its cost will also decrease. Then this engine will start coming in Honda City, Jazz, and even some small SUVs. Another big plan of Honda is that it does not want to limit this engine only to cars. The company intends to introduce this technology in its two-wheelers, i.e. bikes and scooters, in the coming time. If this happens, then it will be a game changer. Because even today, crowds of people around the world travel on bikes and scooters, and they want a cheaper and reliable option than EV. Honda is not just focused on private vehicles. In the coming time, the company will also introduce this engine for taxis and commercial vehicles because the hassle of charging and battery limit is a big problem for taxi drivers and business people. It is clear that Honda's big plan has been prepared very thoughtfully. It wants to gradually take this engine to every segment. It will start with premium and mid-segment. Then, as the cost reduces, it will be given in small cars and other vehicles as well. Honda has not only created a new technology, but has also prepared a roadmap so that it can fulfill the needs of every customer in the market in the coming 5 to 7 years. Now, it remains to be seen how other companies respond to this challenge. But for now, it is certain that Honda has definitely created a stir in the entire industry with this plan. Why is it a warning bell for the EV industry? As soon as Honda's new engine was announced, EV manufacturing companies became restless. The reason is clear. Until now, people were assuming that the future belongs only to EVs. Tesla, BYD, MG, and many other companies had placed their entire bets on EVs. But Honda's new engine has proved that there can be an alternative to EVs, and it can be even better. The biggest problem with EVs is the hassle of charging. People have to find charging stations on long journeys. There is a fear of the battery running out, and battery replacement is expensive. Honda's engine has solved all these problems. It is cheaper because it does not have an expensive battery like EVs. It is durable because it also has petrol support. And it is more practical because it can be refilled anywhere and anytime. This is the reason why EV companies are afraid that customers may move away from EVs and move towards this option. After this announcement by Honda, there was a storm on social media. Many people are happy because they are getting relief from charging and battery replacement of EV. Many people wrote that if this engine is really so good, then they will buy it instead of EV. Experts also believe that Honda has taken a great and wise step. However, some people are also confused. They say that when governments around the world are promoting EV, how successful will this step of Honda be, and will this engine really be as eco-friendly as EV? Now, the biggest question is this: will the dream of EV be shattered with the arrival of this engine of Honda? Will the trend of EV stop? Experts are divided on this. Some people say that both EV and Honda will go together. Some people will choose EV for short journeys and eco-friendly thinking, and some people will choose Honda's engine for long distance and more reliability. It can be said that Honda has definitely made the EV journey difficult, but has not completely destroyed it. Now the competition in the market has become more interesting. The customer now has more options, and the companies will have to work harder. Only time will tell who will win in the future. If you liked this information, then definitely subscribe to the channel so that you can be the first to see such interesting and latest information. Thank you.